The Guayadeque ravine, in Spanish Barranco de Guayadeque, is a ravine-type valley located on the Spanish municipalities of Ingenio and Agüimes, in the province of Las Palmas on Grand Canary Island, off the Moroccan coast. One of the largest ravines on the archipelago. It is notable for its archaeological remains and for its valuable endemic species of flora and fauna, the latter including one of the largest lizard species. It is also notable for the large quantity of cave houses that it shelters, including a hermitage and various restaurants dug in the rock. Description: located in the southeastern quarter of Grand Canary Island, the valley starts at the Las Palmas crater, at around 1,500 meters, 4,921 feet, altitude, and follows AN with SE direction. It separates the two Spanish municipalities of Ingenio and Agüimes, with Agüimes on the south side. The GC 103 road follows the bottom of the valley and the course of the Guayadeque stream, ending at Montana de las Tierras, where are cave restaurants and cave homes. On the way the road crosses Bermeja Cave, a small settlement 4 kilometers, 2 miles, up the road from the visitors center. Beyond Montana de las Tierras is a footpath that goes up to the Las Palmas crater and then joins with the GC 130 road. The valley's sides present over 300 meters, 984 feet, and sometimes 400 meters, 1,312 feet. Difference of altitude. Terraced areas for plantations are characteristic of the valley, where fig trees and almond trees are common. The area's relief was created by volcanic activity and by erosion. The soil substrate is made of basaltic rocks. Etymology: Guayadeque, according to Ignacio Reyes, means tranquil spirit, or reserve of tranquility, in pre-Hispanic local language. Archaeological remains. The site used to be the most populated valley on the island and contains hundreds of caves. All these people who lived therein have left many mummies and other burial remains in some caves, well guarded by the difficulty of access of the caves they were left in. These caves include Labor Cave, Cueva Labra, numerous caves, Cuevas Muchas, Canary Cliff, Risco del Canario, Vincent Cliff, Risco Vincentico, Black Cliff, Risco del Negro, etc. The ravine is thus among the most important prehistoric burial ground of the island. The caves were then used as dwellings, food storage and for fertility rituals. Sometimes burial caves were reused, in which cases special care was taken to protect the skulls with stones and, in Guayadeque, covered with animal skins or covers weaved of reeds. The 19th century saw much devastation from grave plundering. Many items found on the site found their way to the Canarian Museum of Las Palmas, who bought them. Subsequently, the site was designated as a nature reserve to stop the plundering and other damages. The importance of water courses through the valley is shown by the many remains of water mills. A museum has been built at the beginning of the GC 103 road. The Guayadeque Museum, Center of Archaeological Interpretation, SP, Museo de Guayadeque, Centro de Interpretación Arqueológica. It shelters an exhibition on human activities in the valley, going back to pre-Hispanic times. Nature. The ravine is home to more than 80 endemic species, notably the Galatea stellini, SP, Lagartu canarian, the largest species of lizards in Europe and Africa that can reach 80 centimeters, 31 in length. Endemic to the island. The vegetation include elements of thermophile woodland and uncommon vegetal species, both meeting on the steep slopes. Such are for example Cuncuyella canariensis. In SP. Escobilla de Guayadeque, a plant of the sandalwood family. Helianthemum tholiforme. Polycarpia filifolia. SP. Pataconeophina, and many other plants endemic to the island. Demography. The population of Guayadeque Valley is reduced, but determined clusters still remain. The first population cluster is Cueva Bermeja, Red Cave, a small hamlet that owes its name to the color of the stone. The second population cluster is Las Tierras Mountains. It is also the site of Los Marteles, where the St. John the Baptist Hermitage stands. In both clusters are found services, parking spaces, restaurants, souvenir shops, etc. In the two zones one can savor a wine typical of the area, as well as fried pork meat and canary and wrinkly potatoes. Protection. Guayadeque Valley was listed on June 21, 1991 as Spanish Heritage Site as a Site of Cultural Interest in the category Archaeological Site, regulated by the Law of Historical Heritage of the Canaries. The Royal Decree 126/1991 was published in the Boletin Oficial de Cantabria on the following July 12. It has also been declared a natural monument by the Law on Natural Areas of the Canaries, and is registered on the list of the European Heritage Network of Natural Countrysides as Troglodyte Zone. Access. The GC 103 road that follows the bottom of the valley starts in Agüimes from the GC 100 road that goes south to Aranaga and north to Las Palmas through Ingenio, Cuatro Puertas and Telde. A visitors center is open from Tuesday to Sunday all year round, located in a cave at the entrance of the valley. Gallery. See also. Connected articles. Painted Cave. Goldar. Bibliography. Spanish. List of archaeological heritage sites. Grand Canary. On local flora and fauna. Spanish. C19 Monumento Natural del Barranco de Guayadeque. Spanish. Flora exclusiva de Gran Canaria en peligro. Endangered flora of Gran Canaria. Notes and references. Notes ==